I wonder if I could ask you to talk at all or just reflect a little bit on how some of the things the observations you've just been making have affected your choices about where you put energy yourself and perhaps where you work, where you live, how you work, how you live. What's that meant for you, as well as in terms of a set of theoretical insights? Has it affected your choices?
Yes, very much. Two quite significant choices that I've made recently have changed the way I work as well as where I live, and in response to recognizing and accepting the realities of the situation that we're in, what that will mean in terms of its impact on people I love, on places I love, as well as how I believe we need to be creating ways of working through this in communities. It means I have made those changes. So about 12 months ago, in response to the Victorian and New South Wales bushfires, I have a connection to a small town in a very different but very high bushfire risk area, and I was sitting in that little town, watching these fires unfold, and in another place, and realised that my thinking about my future life had been quite unaffected by the acceptance I'd had of the realities of our challenges, and that wasn't quite right. That if I was truly accepting what climate change might look like for this place I love, where I could see myself retiring and living, I couldn't plan a life that might mean I was here in 20 or 30 years' time. If I want to be there, if I want to enjoy it, value it, and protect it, I need to be there now. This is that moment. Imagining some future that didn't take into account the realities of climate change was not really accepting these realities. So we have moved, and we have moved to this area. We are actively involved in bushfire response. My partner's joined the CFA. I'm involved in a collaborative community process to look at how we deal with and respond to bushfire and broader climate mitigation and adaptation. And that's been my personal life, and my working life has equally changed quite significantly. And that's been, I would say as well, an empowering process, which not everyone does see. I was having this conversation with an uncle just recently who was quite confronted by what he saw as my giving up in acknowledging that this place I love could be lost, that was a acceptance of defeat, whereas to me that was actually an incredibly empowering process and decision.